Shalom, shalom. This is Apostle Rakar, and I say, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and pretty much, man, this video right here, this is another quick video. You know, the Spirit get on me to throw these videos up. Jake is full of shit. Israel is full of shit. Or should I say, the 2/3 of Israel are full of shit. Totally full of shit. I'll specify that. The 2/3 of Israel, which we always get on the 2/3 of Israel. And I'm gonna touch on two main key points, right? I've been watching video. I'm sitting here in my house, and I've been watching two main videos, right? But the first point I want to make is this, right? I went into this last week, the week before last, okay, and at the camp, last Friday at the camp, I believe I went into this point. Because, you know, man, we got a lot of anger and hatred towards, the 2/3, because they wicked, because, you know, the Lord got us in our right frame of mind. Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It's a blessing for us to even be in the right frame of mind, because we could be bugged out just like them. The only difference is election. The Lord chose us to do the work, which is a blessing. We could be just like them. That's why, in a sense, you always want to remain humble. You always want to remain humble in this truth, okay? But, like, when it comes to these jakes out here, right, like right now, the Lord got them we all under the curses, but they under heavy portions of the curse in Deuteronomy 28:15. Because with them, it shows, you see how degenerate Jake is. You know, Jeremiah 2:21. You see how degenerate state that Jake is in out here. The 2/3 of Israel out there, right? Primarily the women, right? Of course, the men, but you got to realize something. How do you destroy a nation? You destroy a nation by getting to their women, because the women are the first teachers of the children, right? So if you can taint the women are the ones that's mainly raising the children. So the women, if you can make the females, the women of a nation dysfunctional, then the women are going to impart that dysfunctionality onto their children. And then especially if you don't have no man around, because your enemy makes sure that the man is not around. That's exactly what Esau did. These elite banking families, the Illuminati, they made sure they did a total number on Jake. So it all goes back to Esau, the devil. We know that. We understand that. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If not, where and who is he? You go by the actions of a person, their deeds, according as the scriptures say. So we know the dysfunctional state that Israel is in is because of Esau. And then now these devils are trying to absolve themselves. That's man, what's that scripture? Oh man, what's that scripture? Whose possessors slay them and say, I am not guilty. But then the other scriptures say what? The Lord is great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. The same wicked going back to Job 9:24. So Esau tries to absolve themselves. That's why now they came up with the whole black fatigue thing, right? Black fatigue. We tired of black people acting crazy and stupid. And you want to know what? Black people are acting crazy and stupid. But why? Because you damn devils, you put this in play. Going back 30, 40, 50 years, right? Y'all did it. You created the welfare system, right? Just like in the scriptures, right? It go back to Eve. Through her, we all die. Because the scriptures say what? The woman is the weaker vessel. So, with that being said, when these devils in the late 60s and the 70s, when they created the welfare system, and they got in the black woman ear, just like the serpent got in Eve ear, is always Eve. The serpent and Eve, right? Those are the two main destruction factors for Israelite men. And so look, we'll give you benefits. We'll take care of you. And you don't got to listen to that nigga. You don't got to have that nigga telling you that you can't party. You can't go out and be a slut in the hole. You can't do what you want to do. You supposed to be the boss. That's how, in the garden, the serpent, which is the same devil, told Eve, the same black woman, right? These black women, the descendants of Eve, right? So there you go. So the black woman, history always repeats itself, fed into it. Back then, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, right? And boom, they accepted the Section 8, the welfare, the food stamps. They said, yeah, you got kids. So as long as you got kids, you good. We're gonna take care of you. And then even outside of the welfare system with the jobs, that's when they came with all that affirmative action or DEI, with all that bullshit. Esau always made sure that the so-called black woman in particular was furnished with whatever she needed. They've been coddling her. They've been putting her on the pedestal. Oh yeah, they said, by the way, if that nigga try to get stupid with you, 911. That's something that so-called black men and Hispanic men been dealing with for 50 years. You get into it with your old lady. I call the cops on you, nigga, and they'll do it. And then when they come in to snatch your ass up. Right? See, there you go. See? They've been protecting her. They've been uplifting her. Right? Like I said, the government, they've been making sure that these women get the jobs. And it's especially primarily the black woman. Right? So even if they're not on the welfare, if they got a little so-called they went to school, whatever. Oh yeah, college, that was another hustle. Go to college, get your education. I got a BS degree, a bachelor's degree, I have a master's, right? But them degrees, they ain't helping them get jobs. Well, not nowadays, because you got all these black women, they got all those degrees, like Kevin Samuel said, and they ain't got no job. Or even if they had jobs, a lot of them government workers, they've been getting laid off. So you got a lot of unemployed black women, and you can see it. The proof is there. You go on social media, and you see them on TikTok sitting there. It's always the same scenario. They in TikTok sitting in their car, or truck, or whatever, crying about their problems. Now, who does that? Who the fuck does that? Who get on social media and put all their business out there to complete strangers? In the old days, man, you kept your business to yourself. You were embarrassed. That was an embarrassment. Or they'll get on social media talking about how they're homeless and they sleeping in their car with their kids. Man, that's the last thing. Well, we know why they do it. For sympathy. Because they monetize them videos and, basically it's a hustle. They're trying to, so it's all about this, the hustle now. Trying to grab a dollar where you can grab it. But that's another story. But anyways, the serpent, everything go back to this devil, Esau. The condition of so-called black people, Hispanic people, Native American people. I've been watching documentaries all day today. They go back to this devil, the so-called white man, Esau. And he is the devil. We got to reiterate that point. But now, okay, the black fatigue. We've been suffering from black fatigue for the past 30-something years. Okay, we've been on that shit. We've been on we tired of these niggas and their behaviors. Niggas always been acting like that, man. Okay? And back then, before this social media shit, we've been talking about it. We've been cursing these niggas out. Now all of a sudden you got these Johnny-come-latelys. But then now you got these so-called white people, they done jumped on the bandwagon, right? Because, okay, the nigga thing, so now Trump is back in office. So that whole, now, because Trump ain't PC, so he's a white man, and he's on that hardcore, hard-nosed shit, right? So now these Edomites feel comfortable now that they can be themselves again, right? Which is cool. I like it. I love it. So now the PC time is over. So you got guys like, oh my God, Nick Fuentes and all that shit, right? Then you got this one little white girl that be up there. I watch her videos sometimes, and she'll make good points, but then she goes way off the fucking rails, right? Because she's like, black people are saying that they invented everything. Well, I got some news for you. I hate to say it. Yes, black people did invent everything. The scripture says what? Jacob is the former of all things. And I got some news for you white people. Y'all came out of white people. Read Genesis 25 and 21. And that is a fact. You know what I mean? It's true. But it's hard to believe, looking at these so-called black people today, it's hard to believe, because you see how dysfunctional these niggas look, and you look and you say, well, how in the world could these niggas be the great people of the earth? Like, you know what I mean? But the scripture for that is, I quoted it earlier, Jeremiah 2:21. The Lord put a Deuteronomy, but how then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Even the Most High don't recognize these niggas no more. But then you white people, y'all, I quoted all the scriptures just earlier. Y'all take liberty in that and say, well, no, white people really, but you dummies don't know history. Y'all really don't know history. I'm talking about these Edomites. The little blonde-haired Edomite chick, she up there, that's a joke. No, it's not a joke. All of, you talking about classical music and Beethoven and Mozart and all these great people from Europe. Guess what? They were black. And we can prove it. We've already proved it. For the past, all the years we've been out here. We've been out there on these streets for over 30 years. We proved it. We had the books, Russian icons. Nature knows no color line. We got the proof. But what the Lord did, the Lord zapped the spirit of Jake and turned him into, Jake fell from grace for breaking the laws of the Most High. Hence, once again, Deuteronomy, what was it, in Deuteronomy, right? Deuteronomy 28:15. You understand? That's why, see, these Edomites, that's how you know the scriptures are true. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. So now you got these Edomite influences, now they coming out and they just going too far. It's okay, like initially I was rocking with it. I was like, yeah, they talking shit about niggas and their behavior, and that's cool, right? Because we do the same thing, but then they try to go into history and now you going off. So these Edomites, that's Obadiah. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest on the cliffs of the rock. That's how you know these so-called white people are Edomites. They really think that all those people were them. They really think that they were the people, those great Mozart. Mozart was a Jake. He was an Israelite, a black man. Okay? Beethoven was a Jake, a black man. Matter of fact, they had brought that out when I was a kid. I heard that. They said, no, Beethoven was really a black man. You see what I mean? Bach, all them dudes, man, they were Jakes. And excuse me, we went into the history on this, man. Yeah, black fatigue. But you know what? Prior to niggas acting stupid like what we've been dealing with white fatigue for hundreds of years. And then the one little, I wish I could remember her name. She's like popular now on the internet circuit. And she's out there, basically she's just getting on Jake. And then she even talked about, yeah, the native white people, we settled it. We're not immigrants, we settled. You're conquerors, man. You came over talking about, yeah, basically these white people are saying they came over here and civilized. You know, I'm a Reubenite, I'm a Seminole Indian. Basically, we were here, but we were just a bunch of savages running around in the woods. And they came and they civilized us poor Indians and taught us how to speak English or Spanish or whatever. And prior to that, we were just nothing. Man, we had civilizations over here. You dumb bitch. Look into your history. Okay? North, Central, and South America. You go down there to the Southwest, down there, Arizona country, New Mexico, the Anasazi, man. Them Gadites, they look like big apartment complexes, but from the ancient world. The mounds, pyramids in Mexico. Man, the Aztecs, they had it was empires. We had shit going on over here. You ain't just come here to no vast, empty wilderness. There were people scattered all through here, us. The Gadites, the Reubenites, the Ephraimites, the Issacharites, Asher, Naphtali, Zebulun, okay? We were here, Issachar, and we had civilizations. high-tech civilizations. The Aztecs rivaled the Roman Empire, man. Like they had running water, bath, and come on, man. We had shit going on and still didn't destroy the ecosystem or destroy. We still kept the beautiful wilderness going and survived and thrived in it, man. We had whole communities, villages, we had stuff going on, man. Until you damn conquerors, you devils came over here. And you turned this place, put concrete on the floor. People have problems now. Okay? Walking on this goddamn concrete. We used to wear moccasins. Moccasins walking on the earth. The earth has a spirit in it, man. The earth emits an energy. Moccasins are made from hides, animal hide, which is skin. You know, so that when people were healthier. There were no such thing as GMO foods. Yeah, you devils brought that, which is the reason why these Jakes act the way they do. You created McDonald's, Burger King, nasty food with no nutrients. And the people eat that shit and they get fat. And that shit affects it. And you put drugs and chemicals in the food. And then you want to know why these niggas, generational shit of eating that, why they're so bugged out. You see? You devils, man. Well, I quoted the scriptures. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. But I'm going to end it on this. The scripture says this, man. The Lord will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord is great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. So, you know, the Spirit got on me to get on you devils, you Edomites. But you know what? Let me say this. Them stupid, you know, them ratchet niggas, they hate white people so much, I'm going to get on them now. You white cracker, you white, but you acting like a total fucking maniac. Yeah, we know it go back to the white man, but then you know what? The Lord got his prophets out here. So we see you niggas, and we be trying to teach you the truth, but you niggas don't want to hear it. Y'all give us your ass to kiss. So fuck y'all too. You niggas ain't no Malcolm X's. Y'all ain't no Fred Hamptons. You just ratchet, grimy niggas in the ghetto, selling drugs, killing each other, gang banging, being wicked, being degenerate and dysfunctional. And y'all love, like the scriptures say, my people love to have it so. But then when the cops roll on you, when the white man roll on you, then all of a sudden you become a radical. All of a sudden you got a problem with white people. Fuck you niggas too. Because guess what, man? If the white man give you your EBT and give you your stimulus checks and all this shit, when the white man is hitting you off, you niggas are cool with the white man. Like years ago when we was out here teaching, we was telling y'all the white man was the devil, and you niggas gave us your ass to kiss. Fuck y'all. God love everybody. Y'all prejudiced. No, back then it wasn't racist. It was prejudice. Y'all prejudiced. God ain't like that. God love everybody. John 3:16. Fuck you niggas. So y'all get what y'all deserve. All right? The hell with you niggas. That's why read Ezekiel 9:4. You niggas gonna die. And the Lord gonna use Esau to do it, man. The scriptures say Esau is the minister of the Lord to do evil. So everything that they taking your EBT, they taking your Section 8, that's good. See, we get on everybody, man. All right? But I'm going to wrap it up with that. I pray this video was edifying. Abba Ratazah, man, I'll be back definitely with some more videos later on. If the Spirit hit me, which I'm pretty sure it will, Lord willing. Shalom to you sincere brothers of the hopeful elect. Shalom.